first of all, I am a huge fan. Like the Phantom Ranger is like my phone case, legitimately.
Black.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Phantom?
Awesome.
Yeah, he's in Turbo, Power Rangers Turbo. See,
Oh, yeah.
I've followed the series for the last 25 years. You have no idea. I'm
Wow.
a huge
Yeah, I
fan.
saw Turbo. I dropped off right around Turbo.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's never, identity never revealed or anything. But let's talk about this one real quick. You guys killed it. You guys did a great
Thank
job.
you.
Oh, thanks. man.
Amazing. And thank you for putting this out there, because this is something us fans have wanted for a long time. To bring Power Rangers back to the prestige that it was when I was a kid. With that being said, you have a big responsibility now as superheroes to be looked up. How has been that reaction, and how have you guys taken that responsibility on?
Well, with that said, that means a lot to us, how the fans think of the series, right? Because I think a lot of fans were anxious before like they saw any of the footage from the trailers or anything like that. But now that they've seen the trailers, each time we get a lot of support, a lot of positive feedback. But for us, I think, speaking personally, I felt excited about taking on this role rather than any type of burden or
Sure.
being dragged down by responsibility and all that, because we get to go back and deepen these characters, right? We get to explore aspects of these characters that hadn't been told before through the episodes in the TV show.
Right.
Because you had to learn about these characters before through each episodic TV show, but now we get to tell it in this complete arc, in this complete piece of art. And it's something new and something reimagined.
Very cool.
Yep.
How much of your initial character from when you read the initial script or even got a character breakdown or whatever it may be actually ended up in the final draft? Like how much improvisation was given to you guys?
We improvised a lot, but a lot of the improvisational work and the scripted work didn't make it in. And
Really?
a lot of scripted work and improvisational work also made it
it would be a
in.
4-hour movie
Yeah,
if
sure.
it did.
Yeah, totally. So it was a bit of both. Like some of the improv, some of the scripted stuff made it in. Some of the scripted, some of the improv didn't. You know what I mean?
One in particular, the that's in the trailer is when we fall into the cave, and Ludi goes, "I'm black," and RJ goes, "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." That was RJ's
that
little
was all
them.
ad-lib, yeah.
You two.
That's
their
amazing.
little ad lib. So
It's
That's-
really cool. The director really gave us a lot of creative
Free
room
rein.
to do this.
That's awesome. I know you were coming out on Stranger Things season 2. I'm a huge
Whoop, whoop.
fan.
So
by
am
the way.
I.
Man, me too. I was a huge fan of the first season.
Jason isn't necessarily what we see in the television series, and this Jason has a lot of layers. Not saying the other one didn't, but this one has a lot of layers. How much of Jason's character do you relate to at all?
A lot.
A lot.
I think he's sort of perceived to be the stereotypical jock character, but that wasn't my high school years, you know. I wasn't that guy. So I tried to couple my experience with what people perceive him to be to make him more multi-layered, multi-dimensional, and hopefully more relatable. And I was given a lot of room by Dean, the director, to put myself into him. And I think we all were, you know, to make it different from the original series, like you said, to make it a new product. These, you know, Zords and Rangers are what you've seen before, updated, but the characters are completely brand new.
Which I love, by the way, so thank you.
Oh, great. I really liked it.
Another question I had is that Power Rangers has a huge history, 25 years
Yeah.
consecutively on the air. Did any of the past Rangers have any advice for you guys? And if so, who were they?
I've just heard them say, "Have fun."
Yeah.
Right, Amy said, "Just
Yeah.
have fun," and I think that's really.
I think it's their support that means
Yeah.
more than anything. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they see it. For us, and as you said about the responsibility as such, for me, my responsibility is just as an actress to do the character of Kimberly justice,
sure.
you know, and everything that's iconic about the Power Rangers, it's built into the script, all the fun, the action. But for me, I focused on Kimberly. Like, okay, who is Kimberly? And I, as an actress, I just went from there. That's how I view it.
Absolutely. That's awesome. You know what? You guys are the teenagers with attitudes that Zordon recruits. Kimberly's a lot different as well. There's a lot of things that are happening kind of like socially as youngsters have to deal with nowadays. Like the text message kind of stuff, that cyberbullying.
Yeah.
How was that? Was that originally in the script? Was that always a part of like Kimberly's thing, or is that?
That was, I think, I'm trying to think of the first draft, goodness. I'm pretty sure I think that was a very purposeful thing that they put it, maybe John Gatins, our writer, maybe he added it a bit later. And, you know, John has kids, right? And I remember us having a conversation about it. and you know, these things that are happening in school, even probably different to when I was in school, and I wasn't in school that long ago, you know. And I think it's just so important to make it relevant to what kids are really going through. And, you know, what Kimberly does, she is, you know, the perpetrator. She does something that she regrets. And I think that's also very important to touch upon, because there are probably, you know, boys, girls that have done stuff that they regret, that they feel really bad about. And it's how you learn from that mistake. And the fact that everyone's either said something mean or had something mean said about them in school. And I think, especially for girls, it's kind of that thing of, you know what, that girl that's being mean to you is probably going through something themselves. And I think once girls realise that and realise, I don't usually speak to her, but I'm going to give it a go, and you might end up being best friends. And Trini and Kimberly wouldn't usually hang out.
Sure.
They end up being, you know, really close friends. So hopefully kids take that away.